The Dunlop MSA British Touring Car Championship made its annual visit to North Yorkshire when rounds 13, 14 and 15 took place at Croft. With Honda leading the championship and MG in dominant form at Alton Park last time out, it was the turn of Colin Turkington in the eBay Motors BMW to take a sensational last-gasp pole position in qualifying before getting away at the head of the pack for race one. Championship leader Matt Neal squeezed by the MG of Jason Plato before drama struck the BMW of Rob Collard as he tried to follow suit. Gordon Shedden enjoyed a good battle with Plato on the second lap before eventually making the move stick, and the two manufacturer Hondas ran in tandem in second and third until the finish. Starting from 12th on the grid, Nick Foster surged through the order to claim a season-best result of 4th, which included eye-catching moves past Sam Tordoff, Andrew Jordan and Jason Plato. The fight for position in the lower end of the top 10 included a wild spin for Matt Jackson and a pulsating scrap which saw Michael Kane nipped by both Rob Collard and Adam Morgan in the same move on his way to taking 8th for Addison Lee Motorbase. Nobody could do anything about Turkington, however, as he secured the win by more than 9 seconds, breaking James Thompson's long-standing lap record from 2002 in the process. The second race of the day saw Turkington take another victory in a weather-affected contest. Dark clouds gathered around the North Yorkshire track ahead of the race, throwing the team's tyre choices into doubt. A short, sharp shower just before the pit lane opened prompted the MGKX Momentum Racing team to fit wet tyres to both of its cars, while all the other front runners opted to stay on slicks. The early wet conditions saw Plato and Tordoff jump to the front of the field, but the gamble ultimately backfired as the rain stopped and the two slipped back through the field. As MG faded, it became a game of cat and mouse at the front between eventual winner Turkington and Honda Yuasa Racing's Gordon Shedden. The reigning champion eventually had to give best to the Northern Irishman, who made it 2 out of 2. It was the Jack Sears Trophy that provided arguably the most exciting action towards the end of the race, as the top 3 runners of Lee Wood, Jake Hill and David Nye were locked in a bumper-to-bumper battle for the final 5 laps. Nye held on for the final thrilling lap to secure his first ever Jack Sears Cup, while Wood's Vectra just had enough grunt to get past race 1 winner Hill's car across the line. With heavy rain now falling, there was no tyre selection issue for the day's third race. It was Dunlop wets for everybody. The reverse grid put Adam Morgan's Toyota on pole, but it was Nick Foster's BMW which splashed through the puddles into the early lead. Behind Foster, the hopes of both Morgan and Shedden took an early bath, handing second to Neal, who used all his experience in the atrocious conditions to move through into the lead as Foster started to slip back through the pack. First Turkington and then Jordan braved their way past the struggling BMW. Further back, Plato was battling his way back through the pack from a lowly 20th on the grid after his race 2 dramas. The MG would eventually finish in 6th. Up front though, it was Neal who emerged from the spray to take his 4th win of the season and to extend his championship lead. Turkington completed a good day in 2nd, with Jordan in 3rd. As the teams dried out, Louise caught up with Jason Plato.
Jason, fairly lively conditions and lively racing here at Croft.
You know, from our perspective, we had everything, didn't we? We had a bad call, a team call, and we're all guilty of that. We took a gamble, didn't work. Really wet race. We performed well there. So, yeah, a bit of everything.
A few weeks to go, a bit of a break before we head off to Snetterton. That gives everybody, all of the teams, a chance to regroup and maybe make some changes to their cars, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does, and the summer break for us, particularly for me, not just in, this team, but in RML, the teams before, is always a good thing. It allows me to analyse not just my performance, but everybody's performance in the team and how the cars, the car has been working the first half of the year, and we normally come back much stronger in the second half of the year. So I think in terms of our pace and our performance, I think we're in better shape than we ever have been here at MGKX Momentum. And I think we do have true pace. I really do. And I think even though we've lost a bit of ground at Croft, still a long way to go.
Well, hopefully we can expect some better weather, some sunshine at Snetterton. But what else can we expect, generally speaking, from the racing there?
Well, based on our performance in the wet at Croft compared with last year, I'm going to be praying for rain for the rest of the year because we found a little sweet spot with the car. But let's hope for everybody's sake we have some dry races and some hot, sunny race meetings because it helps the crowds, gets everyone in the mood. The BTCC will kick off back in action at Snetterton that always produces some fireworks. So yeah, I think after a few beers over the summer, you know, we're all going to come out a bit punchy.
It always attracts a good crowd at Snetterton as well, so you're predicting some lively racing for them to watch.
I think there's going to be hell on. Well, let's hope so anyway.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, cheers.